Our mission here at FCC, the reason we exist, is to be a people helping people find and follow Jesus. And we have a long, rich history of that. 125 years ago, a group of forward-thinking Christians began their faith journey right here in Columbiana in a one-room meeting house on Friend Street, and First Christian Church was born. Through the generations, this church has moved in faith to make room for those to come. And over the years, this church has made an incredible impact on the community. Individuals and families have come to know Jesus. They've worshiped and served together, and countless lives have been transformed. And as you've seen in the last few months, Jesus is still moving and shaking in this place. FCC went through another year of transition and upheaval last year, and yet life change is still happening here. Last year, we had 80 plus first-time new guests, 24 new partners, a new small group ministry, and we have had 10 baptisms within the last 12 months. You can't tell me that Jesus isn't moving here. And then, stories you don't see, but we as a leadership do. We have seen people break addictions. We have seen marriages restored. We have seen people make significant and difficult decisions because they want to honor Jesus with their lives. Jesus is doing absolutely amazing and inspiring things here at FCC. But with all of these amazing wins, there are also a few challenges before us that are going to take a little bit of teamwork to overcome if we want to keep up this momentum. First off, we need to continue to shift our focus outward. We truly believe there are still way too many people who are far from Jesus in our area. There are also some challenges with this building that are holding us back from all Jesus has for us. Issues with navigation, handicap accessibility, overall space, and technology, just to name a few. And finally, we need to alleviate the burden of the remaining debt on our land. This will give us the freedom to focus all of our resources on helping people find and follow Jesus. This is why we've decided to launch a brand new initiative called Make Room. Make Room is a 2-year initiative focused on each of us making room at Jesus' table for the people who are far from Him. And that's why our key verse for this initiative comes from Matthew 11:28, when Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Everything we do is to help people find and follow Jesus, and we are going to make room at Jesus' table for the weary and burdened, those who are far from Him, so they can feel safe to come home. There are a couple goals we want to accomplish in this generosity initiative. Our primary goal is simple. We want to see 100% engagement for every person or family here at FCC. And this is for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is that we accomplish way more together. Reason number 2 is that Jesus calls every follower to live a generous lifestyle. Jesus and the leaders of the early church made it incredibly clear. Generosity is a part of being a disciple of Jesus. So our primary goal is to see everyone be a part of this initiative.
Our secondary goal is a financial one. We are praying for $600,000 in generosity over 2 years through the Make Room initiative. We're going to focus on 3 areas with these resources. First, now. This is what it takes to serve God and make disciple makers. This is what is required for the everyday ministry of the church, for the church to gather, to equip, and to send God's army into the world to help people find and follow Jesus. Now is the foundation. We must keep the foundation strong in order to continue to build the kingdom of Jesus for Jesus. Second, impact. Impact reflects the opportunities that God has given us in this world to help Jesus change everything through missions. God asks us to make room for Him in our communities in all parts of the world. It is our prayer that we can all participate in the mission work that God has asked us to do by being generous with what is given. Romans 10:13 through 15 says this, "For everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. How then will they call on Him in whom they have not believed? And how are they to believe in Him of whom they have never heard? And how are they to hear without someone preaching? And how are they to preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach the good news." Finally, expansion. This is the land that God has blessed us with. This is an opportunity to continue the journey that those who have come before us started, to continue to seek God beyond where He currently has brought us, and to be faithful to His mission to reach our community. This will be achieved with our partnership with athletics. Our partnership with this facility will allow us to bring Jesus to those families that are spending their Sunday mornings in tournaments. This invitation to these families will make room at the table for this generation and all that are to come. We are excited about Jesus' vision for our church, and we hope and pray that every single person here at FCC will be part of Make Room.
Imagine the ministry, outreach, mission, and lives that could be impacted by a church that takes on an aggressive, even radical lifestyle of generosity. It's about challenging each one of us, individually, as families, and corporately as a church, to a new level of generosity. And we believe we can accomplish a God-sized vision as a result. Let's see what Jesus is able to do through us as we join together, recognize those who are far from Him, and commit to doing whatever it takes to make room.